Hey guys, welcome to PB Garage. Today I'm going to show you how to ditch your big obnoxious plastic intake here and replace it with a nice silicone pipe. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so first things first, we're going to clean up the engine bay here because they do get super filthy. Can't be helped. Engine's at the back of the car, gets all the road stuff kicked up into the engine bay. So we'll hit her with some foam here, hit it with a brush, try and get some of this heavy dirt off. And then we'll get in here and undo the hose clamp holding the intake onto the throttle body at the front of the motor. You can see here I'm undoing the crankcase vent, and I'm undoing it from the valve cover only because there was already a hose clamp there, and the clamp on the other end of the tube is the crimp style. Now I've gone and I've started to undo the hose clamps on the accordion pipe between the air filter box and the intake resonator. Just making sure things are loose that should be, and now there's one bracket holding the intake on that's sort of in the middle of the engine here towards the catalytic converter, just underneath that crankcase vent, and it's a T30 Torx holding that on, so just tough to get at, but once you get that bolt out, intake's free to move. And from here I just struggled trying to get it out. I thought there had to be a way, because it was so close to coming out, there had to be a way to get it out without having to cut the intake, because I know that's what I've seen other people do. So I fought with it trying to get it out. I ended up removing the airbox lid, and I got it so close, like I felt like it should just be ready to come out, but couldn't get it done. So I resorted to the old hacksaw. And that actually made pretty quick work of that pipe. It's plastic, so it's easy to cut. And with that piece out, there was no trouble getting the rest of the intake removed from the engine bay. Just to clean things up a little bit extra, I wanted to remove this one bracket that holds the intake. So there's two bolts, again, I think they're a Torx 30 holding those on, and they just hold that little plastic nipple that the intake clicks down onto. So we're gonna throw our air filter back in and our air filter box cover on. And then a little bit of silicone grease on the intake pipe itself, and then it'll just slide on to the throttle body on the one end and the air box on the other end. You'll notice I've already got my hose clamps on there. So from here, just gonna tighten those hose clamps up. And then we're gonna put the crankcase vent from the valve cover back onto the pipe, and this is where I ran into a bit of an issue. So as soon as I tried to kind of line the two up, I realized they are pretty much exactly the same diameter. The silicone pipe having a smaller inside diameter, but the outside diameter of both hoses being about the same. Now, it didn't come with anything to hook those two up. Luckily, going through my bin of random pieces of automotive paraphernalia, I found a little T and a vacuum cap, so I was able to hook it up for now, and then that'll get me to the hardware store so I can come up with a better solution. And there we go. Nice silicone pipe. Of course, red is the fastest color, so that's the one I opted for. And now we get to go for a drive. Okay, so conclusions. Now that I've been driving the car a couple of weeks with this new intake. Number one, does it make more power? No, it's same as stock. No difference in the amount of power that the car is making. At least nothing I can tell while driving. Number two, is it louder? Well, actually, I do think it's a little bit louder if you have the windows rolled down, and if you are driving with a lot of throttle, then I think it is a little bit louder. Most of the time though, I would say it's pretty much exactly the same as stock. And number 3, would I do it again? Yes. Okay, I would definitely do it again. It definitely cleans up the engine bay quite a bit. It's a lot easier to get at the different components in the engine bay. It looks a lot nicer, and you know, it probably promotes some air circulation in the engine bay there, instead of having that big sort of blanket of an intake manifold on it, or inlet, you know, pipe and resonator. So just for that, I would do it again. One thing I would do differently, as I was looking through the listings trying to figure out sort of what I was going to do for my little adapter for the crankcase vent, I would buy one, because I've noticed some pipe, some intake or some inlets or whatever you want to call them, with a metal barb already in the silicone hose. So if I was shopping again, and I probably will buy some because I have a few of these 451s, I would buy them with the metal barb in the hose already. That way you don't have to mess around trying to make an adapter to connect your crankcase vent. And that's pretty much it. I think it's a good mod. It's a cheap mod, and you know, if you want a little bit of extra intake noise, cool, but don't buy this expecting big power. That's not what it's for. However, definitely worth doing. So if you guys enjoyed this video, check out our other stuff. We've got lots of smart car videos, and we have a bunch of Audi stuff and some Mazda stuff as well. Subscribe to the channel, and let us know what you think. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.